the end. So Aditya has said he'll confirm what. Okay. Welcome back. Sorry for that technical error. So Deepak, my question to you is from a student. I am not confident about my programming and it's already my 6th semester. How should I go about my preparation? Please.
So here I would like, as I already mentioned, that it is not too late. You can start here, but like you will need to work harder now because it is somewhat late. So you will need to start with the basics and work working all of at all the skills that are needed, like coding, the core subjects and all. You should be learning at a very fast pace now because you have only got some time do it. As I said, like it is not like that it is too late, but it can be done right now. Just you need to put more efforts from your side now. Like if you see in the past few years, like how much time you would have been you could have been dedicated to this, and now you have to dedicate all the time now. So basically you have to work more. That will be enough. Like you will be on the track of some after some months.
Thank you. That will really be encouraging for, I think, a lot of people who are still not ready or prepared to the extent that they should have. So students, if you are listening carefully, I hope you have understood what Deepak has been sharing. My next question, Deepak, comes from a student who is asking that you said competitive programming is important. Then at the same time, data structure and algorithms I have to learn. I have my college studies. I have a routine. I have to attend classes.
And complete the projects also.
And complete the project, as Akshay sir says. So my question is, how do I balance everything? Can you tell us something where we can get insight as to how a daily schedule can be balanced?
Okay, so for this, like you will have to plan. You will have to be a good planner, and you will. The most important thing is you will have to come out of your comfort zone. Like I think I read it somewhere that some of the great people they don't sleep that much. So I'm not saying you to don't sleep, but like 6 hours is enough if you will see as a student, and if you see that creates a huge impact. Like if you sleep 8 hours a day and previously we were sleeping 8 hours a day, now you are doing 6. So basically you are saving 2 hours a day every day, and if you see for a year, it creates a large extent. So if you see, so you will have to plan things like you can have some time dedicated to your college studies. And so if we see most of the subjects, you will see that they are connected something like to coding. So basically if you are good at it, so you they will be fun to you, like they will not be such a problem there, because you already know the things, just you need to do some more things, and you just need to add some things like such like there are subjects like you know coding, you are doing it, it is just like a piece of cake. You will not be needing to practice that much because you are doing it already. Apart from that, like the core subjects, you need to have because you need to update yourself, like after some time you might forget the basic some of the things there, so you need to like update them. So basically you can use weekends for that. Weekends are a great time to basically all of the things. Apart from that, like the project, so what I can recommend is like if you are working on a project, you should be really going deep down inside it, doing it with your whole dedication. So like doing projects, the holidays are a great point at that time, because at that time the next semester have not started, and you are basically having some free time. So apart from coding, what you can do is you can start working on some projects. You can take any projects on any domain, you can start learning that from the scratch, and then giving some time and then building that project. So the vacations are a great time for that if you are not doing internships, because if you are doing that, they will be they will be making you build an project. So basically for projects it is like that. So you should use your time wisely, the main thing that I would need to recommend here.
Thank you, Deepak. Thank you so much. Before we ask you for a message for all of us, one last question. A student is asking me, sir, how important are regular subjects studied in engineering for cracking placements like these? And what is the role of basics? So your inputs, please.
So coming on to that, if I say these are very important. So the core subjects that are related to your domain, like for computer science, like the computer networks, OOPS concepts, like the database concepts. These are like, if you are a computer science student, you should be knowing these all of them. And I was also working on these things, not from the start, but eventually I needed to work on that too, because they are very important. And in every interview you will be expected to know all of the things, and if you will not, then it will be a problem, because it creates a very bad impression, because in the 4 years you have been doing all these things and you don't know about that. So these are very important too, not from the perspective of cracking placements and all. Like I have seen, like I have worked I'm interning at Amazon, and I'm seeing like all the things that I was studying, like they are basically used here, and in the software industry it is used. And some subjects, like many of the students I have seen, they skip some subjects like software engineering. So after coming into industry, I saw that software engineering is the most important subject, which is basically teached us in the college life. It is the most important one in the industry. So basically all the subjects will be used in some point of time later, and it is not just like placements. In the longer run too, in the industry too, they will be very much useful if you will do that.
Uh, Good. Anand sir, may I?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Please go ahead.
So Deepak, one question from some student. Uh, I know that you will not be able to share the questions, but what was your rounds in Microsoft? Means how many rounds were dependent on which subject? Like that, if you can just elaborate a little bit, just show some.
competitive programming, but the interviews, they are more data structures and algorithms oriented. So for Microsoft, it was like the same, three questions were there, and that were basically like the CP type. And after that, there were three elimination rounds. So basically back to back three rounds that were elimination. All of them were elimination. First round basically was having coding, one coding question, and the discussion for that took some time. And apart from that, I was asked about my projects, and such a good time was taken into explanation of the projects, and we were basically dive deeping into the project, how I did, what I did, what problems I faced and all. In the second interview, it was basically coding oriented. It was just somewhat some glimpse of the project I did in my internship. Apart from that, some of the questions were from core subjects like operating system, and then there were two coding questions, and I had to implement both of them. In the third round, so Microsoft takes AA discussion rounds as their last round, and the senior developer takes that interview. So that is basically the main round which decides whether you will be hired or not. So that I was not much confident what will be the things that will be asked there. So some amount of so we started off with the discussion with the projects, and so basically what the interviewer did was he extended my project, and then he asked me how will I implement that things into the development. After that, he started asking questions about the core subject. So basically he asked computer networking a lot, and after that he just created a system design question with a bit of computer networks and a bit of coding, and then I had to implement it, and then uh, tell him the solution and the optimizations that I can make, and how this is better with the current approaches which are being taken. And that was all about the third round.
Thank you for that wonderful explanation, Deepak. Though we would, personally, I would like this to continue, but we have to end it somewhere. Finally, one last message for all your juniors who are listening to you, all the others, future computer science aspirants. One last message, Deepak, please.
So this was the thing that I was told by my manager. So the thing is, like, if your dreams don't scare you, you should dream bigger. The dream should be like, you should be scared that how will I be able to achieve that. Dreams should be like that. And but when you have seen a dream, then you have to basically feed that. You don't have to let your dreams down. You have to just work hard. Anything if he wants.
Okay, wonderful. So your dreams to do well in life, your dreams have to be big enough. And truly said, if your dreams are big, then the sky is the limit. Absolutely right. So on that note, on behalf of all of us, on behalf of the entire Graphic Era fraternity, on behalf of all the students who are listening to us, who are connected to us on the platform, I wish to thank you, Deepak, and wish you all the best for your future. Hope you continue to excel. Hope you have a great career, and you keep making all of us proud through your achievements. Students, if you are listening to me, we would be having these sessions every week, because there are so many achievers whose stories and inspirations we would like to bring to you, and therefore I would request all of you to kindly subscribe to the channel and click on the notifications button, so that you get notified whenever we have a session. On that note, we would like to end, but not before telling everyone that this is actually a challenging time. All of us, the entire world is going through some very tough times, and we all need to take care of ourselves. We need to take care of our family, and we have to be safe so that we can go ahead and then fulfill our dreams and aspirations. So thank you so much for connecting here. Thank you to the entire senior management once again at Graphicera. Thank you to all of you. Thank you. God bless. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the wonderful conversation. Thank you so much.
Thank you too, sir.